So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides.
Crawford, how good is Crawford?
Crawford is amazing, not just good. He's amazing.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient.
Dmitry Bivol has shared his thoughts on the potential mega fight between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, siding with Crawford as the likely victor. In a recent interview, Bivol acknowledged Canelo's strength and experience but emphasized Crawford's adaptability, ring IQ, and precision as decisive factors. He highlighted Crawford's ability to switch stances fluidly and break down opponents over time, calling it a nightmare for even elite fighters like Canelo. Having already defeated Canelo himself, Bivol believes Crawford's speed and technical skill give him the tools needed to outbox the Mexican superstar in what could be a highly tactical and competitive showdown.
Do you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. He's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He needs to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some hard punch.
Dmitry Bivol recently admitted he hasn't met Terence Crawford and isn't sure of his exact size, saying, "I don't remember the sizes of Terence Crawford." Still, that hasn't stopped him from admiring the pound-for-pound star. Bivol praised Crawford's skills, intelligence, and adaptability in the ring, calling him one of my favorite fighters. He acknowledged that Crawford's move up in weight is no fluke and expressed confidence in his chances, simply stating Crawford can win this fight, despite the uncertainty about his size.
To be honest, I didn't see I think, Crawford in real life. I don't know how big he is. But size, when I came to boxing gym and my coach told me that one of the rules is like respect the weight classes, You should respect weight classes. But he has a very good skill. He's one of my favorite fighters, active fighters now.
Showbiz the Adult, a well-known boxing commentator, has recently changed his stance on the highly anticipated clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. While he was initially skeptical of Crawford's chances due to the significant weight difference, he now sees a clear path to victory for the smaller fighter. In a recent video, Showbiz pointed out that Canelo has historically struggled against opponents who force him to fight while moving backward, a vulnerability exposed by both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Dmitry Bivol. He believes Crawford can exploit this flaw by using a well-timed body jab to the belt line, disrupting Canelo's rhythm and halting his forward momentum. Combined with Crawford's sharp footwork and strategic jab placement, this game plan could allow him to control the pace and distance, potentially leading to a decisive and impressive win.
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beaten. I got Caleb Plant beaten Crawford. I got Berlanga beaten Crawford. I got Callum Smith beaten Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Canelo because Canelo is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up.
Dmitry Bivol emphasizes that Terence Crawford's adaptability and ring intelligence are essential assets in a potential bout against Canelo Alvarez. He advises Crawford to focus on maintaining distance, using his stance-switching ability, and avoiding prolonged exchanges that could favor Canelo's power. Bivol observes that Canelo often relaxes after unleashing hard punches, an opening Crawford could exploit by staying active, mobile, and elusive. He also stresses the importance of Crawford adjusting to the power and intensity of the 168-pound weight class. According to Bivol, mental preparation is just as crucial as physical conditioning. A strong, focused mindset can help Crawford withstand pressure and resist fatigue or fear during high-stakes moments. His advice highlights the need for Crawford to be sharp in both body and mind to overcome the unique challenges presented by a seasoned and powerful fighter like Canelo.
First reaction, of course, it was about size of Crawford. Is it okay for him to move up to weight classes here? And he has very good skill. He able to win this fight. But there is a lot of but, and even not but, there is a lot of things, small things, which we don't know how he will deal with it. He needs to get used to the power and pressure of 168. Maybe he will get used to it, and how he will be feeling himself the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on, a lot of things. But he's able. He has good skills. He's awkward. He can use two boxing stance. That gives him benefits.
Dmitry Bivol's initial reaction to the potential Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight centered around Crawford's size and the challenge of moving up 2 weight classes. He acknowledged that Crawford has excellent skills and is certainly capable of winning the fight. However, Bivol also pointed out that there are many uncertainties, small but significant variables that could affect the outcome. There are a lot of things we don't know, Bivol noted, referring to how Crawford will handle the power and pressure at 168 pounds. He emphasized that acclimating to the new weight division is crucial and questioned how Crawford would feel on fight night, how his training camp would unfold, and how his body would respond. Despite these unknowns, Bivol praised Crawford's awkward style, his ability to switch between stances, and his high ring IQ, tools that certainly give him advantages going into the bout against a seasoned Canelo.
Just time check this, it is 7:36 in the morning. Delighted to be joined by Anthony Joshua. We've just witnessed Canelo Alvarez become, for the second time, undisputed champion. Your thoughts on the fight with William Skull?
I think it was a good fight. Made it a bit tricky for Canelo to showcase everything that he has in his arsenal, but he got the job done at the end of the day. Didn't take much punishment and can look forward to having that fight with Crawford now, and a 2-time undisputed champion. They don't give them titles out. He's earned it. And credit to him and his team.
As you just said, the fight for Crawford is now set for September. One of them fantasy fights, I suppose, we didn't really see us getting. We are getting it. There is a weight difference there, but it's on for September, Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the catch weight stuff. I feel like there's no rehydration clause, is there? No, so that would be good. And then I feel like Conor Benn and Crawford Jr. showed us that weight is good. Like, there are weight categories for a reason, but providing they're both skilled and talented, there's not much difference in weight. It's just who wants to win. And, like, watching that fight, Conor Benn and Crawford just showcased that weight is. It's all about that, So I'm looking forward to the Crawford and Canelo fight. Cause I feel like Bud wants to prove a point. You know what I mean? So it'll be a good fight. Bud's just over there, so calling him Bud like I know him. But Terence Crawford was just over there to be fair. Yeah.
Former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has shared his perspective on the potential clash between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. While he acknowledged the considerable size advantage in Canelo's favor, Joshua emphasized that the key to victory lies in motivation and desire. He stated, if Crawford is motivated and focused, and if he trains the right way, he could still surprise people. Joshua believes that Crawford's determination and discipline could help him overcome the physical disparity. His outlook highlights boxing's unpredictable nature, where heart and willpower can sometimes triumph over size and brute strength.
Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., it's a real fight. Yeah. Look, people keep talking about Jake Paul, well, he's not a real fighter, this and that. Well, he's fighting a real fighter now in Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's going to be a good test for both guys. Obviously, Jake Paul, he's a masterclass promoter in what he does. He's been doing some great things. I mean, Mike Tyson, 60 million people. Fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who, when he trains, when he gets in shape, when he's focused, he will be dangerous for anybody. Look, Canelo Alvarez fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We promoted that fight many years ago. Didn't knock him out, couldn't hurt him. So imagine if Jake Paul can hurt or even wobble Chavez Jr. It's something that Canelo didn't do or couldn't do. So there's a lot of stories to come out from this. A lot of great stories for Jake Paul. So I just feel honored and proud that we can team up with MVP Promotions, with Jake Paul, and we can make Zurdo Ramirez with Torticos the mandatory. That's going to be a bloodbath in itself. So we're excited.
Boxing legend Oscar de la Hoya echoed a timeless truth in the sport. A good small man doesn't beat a good big man. While he respects Terence Crawford's talent, De La Hoya believes the odds are against him. In his view, size, power, and durability often determine the outcome, and Canelo Alvarez possesses all three in abundance, making him the clear favorite in this matchup.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2, trained him for fight Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many analysts believe that Canelo Alvarez's superior power and reach could be too much for Terence Crawford, particularly given Crawford's limited experience in higher weight classes. Analyst Sanchez notes that Crawford's agility and speed, his key strengths at lower weights, might be compromised as he bulks up to fight at 168 pounds. This physical adjustment could slow him down, making him more vulnerable to Canelo's relentless pressure and heavy punches. Furthermore, some critics argue that despite Crawford's exceptional skill set, size and strength could ultimately tip the scales in Canelo's favor.
Canelo's a beast, man. Canelo's a beast. And you know, when it was offered to me, I tried to chase the Mayweather fight at that time, and it happened. And obviously, I was probably at my peak of my career there as well. So, whoever I was going to fight, I was going to give him a hard fight regardless. Because we were probably winning that fight against Canelo until he knocked me out. But, yeah, I was boxing well. But you know, one thing, sizes, there's no understand why they make weight divisions in boxing. Every weight division. But then again, look, bro, you would probably take it. I was offered like 10 million quid, bro. 10 million quid, bro. Look, end of the day, this is like, it's a lot of money, you know. I thought about it. What made me, when I got the deal on the table for 10 mil, I was like, should I take it or not? Yes. But then I worked it out. Normally I have to have 3 or 4 hard training camps and fights to make that kind of money. I still want to fight. So you gotta do it in that one fight, you know what I mean?
Does Canelo beat Crawford?
Size, bro, remember, like, but Crawford then is a big boy as well. Crawford's a big guy when it comes to weight. A box fight, yeah.
What do you think?
I think Crawford, in my opinion, but size might matter. But then again, I think since when I fought Canelo's become a better boxer. He's like boxing more better. You know what I mean? Technical more. Especially against the last fight against Mangui. He boxed really well as well, and looking really good. A lot of people might say, oh, he's getting old, this, that, another, but no, Canelo's still a beast.